Hey everybody, it's John DeYoung, and today I want to talk about how to exercise for your body type. Now this is a follow-up on a video I did, how to diet and exercise for your body type. We're going to extract out of that, we're going to hit stress, cortisol body type. We're going to go a little more into depth on how to exercise for that body type. And then I'm actually going to do a few more videos on the other body types. But today we're going to focus on, again, stress, high cortisol. You have the chubby face, a little belly fat, and a little back fat. Now, cortisol does have a vital physiological role by raising plasma glucose at times of stress. So it does that in order to provide the body with the energy it needs to face illness, injury, infection. But then on the other side of that, too much cortisol for too long can have serious negative effects on the body. Tissue breakdown, reduced protein synthesis, and conversion of protein to glucose can decrease musculature and increase abdominal fat. It also lessens fertility and libido, as well as suppressing growth hormone. It also lessens glucose usage and increases blood levels, so potentially predisposing you to diabetes. Now, exercise is perceived by the body as stress, so the body stimulates the release of cortisol. But the more your fitness improves, the better your body becomes at dealing with physical stress. So the release of cortisol will not be as high, say, a month into your workout. So you need to get a lot of workouts under your belt, so to speak, for your body to get used to that kind of physical stress. So then it would release less cortisol. However, research has shown that time or duration and intensity of an exercise can affect the level of cortisol release. So as far as exercise goes, more may not be better. Training for more than 60 minutes, even at a low intensity, will burn up the body's glycogen stores and stimulate cortisol release. So long-term cortisol exposure has been seen to be significantly higher in endurance athletes, which is important to know that something like that, endurance, steady state for a long period of time, is probably not good for your body type, the stress cortisol body type. Now, short, high-intensity cardio and resistance training causes less of an increase in plasma cortisol concentrations. But the levels also increased when rest periods were too short and the exercise was too intense. Also, cortisol levels were increased during exercise when you exercise early in the morning, when cortisol levels are already naturally higher. So the response to exercise is going to be higher levels of cortisol. So it is possible to enjoy the undeniable benefits of exercising while minimizing the impact on cortisol concentrations. First, don't overdo it. Second, leave intense sessions till later in the day when cortisol levels are lower. And third, eat right to fuel your body to make sure you consume carbohydrates and protein after exercise to decrease the cortisol response to exercise. So you're going to be shooting for 150 to 200 minutes of exercising per week. That's going to be medium to high intensity intervals and resistance training. That's going to be about 4 days of about 45-minute workouts. Remember, more than 60 minutes of exercise will burn up the body's glycogen stores and stimulate cortisol release. So don't think more is better, okay, because that could actually decrease the benefits of what you're trying to do. So, all right, so let's get into this. I have 4 days broken up for you, each with their own exercises. I want you to do your interval training, your sprints, your elliptical, your recumbent bike, your upright bike, whatever it is you use. You got to find your favorite piece of cardio equipment. If you don't have a favorite, you have to get one. The intervals, I'll tell you about them first. It's a passive warm-up, okay? Remember, rest periods are really important for your body type. So passive warm-up, say you start at like 4-minute warm-up, boom, 35 to 40-second interval, followed by a minute and a half rest. So almost a 2-to-1 ratio with work to rest, shoot for about 7 intervals. But I want you to do the HIIT cardio at the end, after you do resistance training. It's important that you have the energy for stability and doing your resistance moves, because you can get through an interval, but if you're tired and you do this first, a lot of people like to do it first because you feel warmed up and sweating, but I'd rather you do the resistance first. So shoulder press, A1, do the exercise, probably about 30 to 40 seconds of resistance pushing to get about 12 reps. It shouldn't be heavy. You shouldn't really fail at 12, but I want you to, it's difficult to get to 12, but not a failure and not too easy. Okay, take about a 40-second break in between. Then you do your row, seated back rows, okay? On the machine, a dumbbell row. Then take 34 seconds, go back to A1. So A1, A2, 1 set. A1, A2, 2 sets. After you do 3 sets, another break in between, we're gonna go to tricep push downs. For your triceps, B1, B2, seated bicep curls, do some arms, okay? Again, push, it's a push triceps, which is a push down, curl bicep. We got a little push pull. You can combine upper body, lower body. So let's just do this, day 1. 3 sets of 12. Again, it should be challenging, but not overbearing. This whole thing is going to take about, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and you'll be done. Okay, day 2, we got the same thing, A1, A2, chest press, machine or barbell. Again, you're going to do 12 reps, make it difficult. And then you're going to go to a lat pull down machine. Again, do the exercise, take your break, 30, 45 seconds, 2-to-1 ratio. So A1, A2, push, pull, okay? Then we're gonna go to supine triceps on your back, tricep extensions with a seated leg press or squats, okay? So again, 3 sets of each back to back, 3 sets of each back to back with your breaks in between. Then you're gonna get on your cardio and you're gonna do your 7 intervals of cardio. Just like, I don't know if I mentioned day 1, but each day is gonna be finished with intervals. 7 intervals, high intense cardio, and don't forget your passive recovery between intervals. Okay, let's look at day 3. Okay, day 3, same thing, A1, A2, B1, B2. We got shoulder lateral raises, one arm dumbbell bench rows. I'm putting them on the actual video as well, so you can take screenshots of that, take it with you, bring this with you to the gym. A lot of different options. Okay, again, it's just we're trying to not cause too much cortisol release. We're doing resistance training, a lot of rest in between sets. You're saving your, no intervals. So sometimes in the beginning, a lot of intervals can be kind of difficult. So 4 days of intervals may be hard. If you can do it, then don't worry about this warm up. Just do your intervals at the end of the workout after resistance, okay? I thought 4 days off the bat, if you're new to this, new to training, would be a lot of days to do intervals, 4 out of 7 days. So there's an option of skipping a day of intervals. Just focus on a warm-up, stretching, and resistance, okay? And let me show you day 4. And in day 4, again, we have your intervals last, and we got push-pull, break in between. So again, make the resistance difficult. You have some home equipment if you need. I have some things in the link if you want to buy dumbbells and resistance bands. A lot of different ways of training at home with resistance bands and equipment at home. I think I'm showing you during the video some options of exercises. So this is great. These are 4 days. You can interchange the exercises as much as you want. You can do them in different order, but I do want you to do the intervals at the end of the resistance training. So again, this workout is probably going to take you 45 minutes, 50 minutes max, okay? Don't go over 60 minutes, okay? So as far as abs go, treat it like any other muscle. You don't want to train it every day. If it's sore, don't train it. These are a few of my favorite exercises. The ball abs, as you can see in the photo. Reverse abs, just laying on the floor. Bosu abs, it's a crunch on the Bosu. It gives you a little more stability than just doing it on the ball. Both are great. This can be more advanced because you can actually load yourself. Abdominal muscles are made up more of a lot of fast twitch muscle fibers, so work on really good quality reps, not a lot of reps. Again, they like heavier loads and fewer reps, okay? So treat them, again, like any other muscle group. Go hard, overload them a little bit. You don't have to do so much volume of reps, okay? That, if you see the person do 1,000 sit-ups, it really doesn't have any abs, so. And then slant reverse abs, it's a reverse ab. Instead of being on the floor, you're going to hold an apparatus, roll your pelvis up, and roll back down. So side planks, I would do them each time you do abs, but I would pick one ab exercise one day and do side planks. Works a lot of lateral stabilizer of your back and your obliques. So side planks, you would pick one of these ab exercises, do about 5 to 6 sets of abs with about 3 sets of plank. Each side is 1 set. Well, left and right's going to be 1 set, and then left and right would be 2 sets. So again, I would do that probably 2 to 3 days a week. I wouldn't do abs every day. 3 days max. Again, go to failure. Overload them with holding a dumbbell or a weighted ball. So you just have to factor that's going to take you probably about 5 or 10 minutes you want to add to your workout. Some days if you're feeling a little tired, you can replace one of those exercises on those 4-day workouts with abs. So, okay, but I didn't put them on the workouts. It's something you want to focus on yourself. This could even be an off day. The day you're not doing resistance, do some abs as well. Okay. All right, you got 4 days, knock them out. You can increase your resistance, but again, don't overstrain your body. I'm also going to put a link to some workouts you can do. There's a 30-day fitness challenge. You could go in there and pick some of those days out. There's some really good exercises in those. A lot of those use dumbbells or resistance bands. I'm going to have a link in the description that you can get a lot of bands, really good bands for a good price at Amazon. But check out 30-day fitness videos. I'll put a link at the end of this video. You could, again, there's 30 days of workouts. So you can just pick 1 or 2 of those workouts and make them your 4-day workouts. You can go by what I have here or use some of those 30-day workouts, okay? Check it out. Also, if you want to review the exercising and nutrition and eating for your body type, I'll put that video at the end of this video as well, a link, and you can go see where I started with this, okay? But today, again, we're focusing on you guys with kind of that stress, cortisol, body type. Any questions, shoot me the questions, and good luck with all this, kind of a lot. But get it done, get some exercising under your belt. Let's get that moving forward. Watch that cortisol release, watch the stress, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much. Hit subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you soon.